All right, well, here we are. Good evening, everyone, and welcome. It's Wednesday, and Wednesday at 10 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Hawaii time, we gather here so that we can talk a little bit about this amazing uh, event in our lives when we discovered this company called Novatech. And I'm really glad that you're here. I thank the person that invited you to come and hear what this is all about. My name's Reimi Marden. I am an island girl from Aiea. I transplanted to Las Vegas in 1991 and lived there for 17 years. Then went on to the Pacific Northwest where I ran our Ali'i orchard. It's an apple orchard for 14 seasons and now residing in Oregon. So anyway, that's kind of been a roundabout way, but it's so lovely to be able to come back and be immersed in our island home. Where our purpose here tonight is to share with you something that we believe will help the people of Hawaii. Many of you are working multiple jobs to make ends meet, and we're trying to figure out how come we're struggling, to make get our basic needs met. So tonight we'll be sharing with you some of the things that we've discovered that's working. And as an entrepreneur, I've been in business for over 30 years in multiple businesses, but never have I experienced what I've seen here at that event, if you will, in February when I first started and saw a positive return that very first week. And then every week thereafter, seeing other people experience the same kind of success. So kind of seems cliche to say that it's changed my life, but honestly, guys, that's why I show up this evening to share this news with you. All right, so what I'm going to do is share my screen and jump right in. One of the things I love about this is that we're just sharing information. I'm not a financial advisor, nor is the person probably that shared this opportunity with you as well. We simply want to spread information about what the wealthy have been doing for years, and for many of us, we have not been aware of it. So let me pull this up. My company is called The Winning Edge, by the way, and so our team is called The Winning Edge FX Team, and I'm very proud that we're celebrating over 30 years, but 3 years in the Forex and cryptocurrency markets, and it's been quite a privilege to be running with people of like mind. So anyway, I'm going to speak about money tonight pretty transparently, if it's okay with you. And so we have this disclaimer here that generally says that past profits don't guarantee future success and that we're not advisors. We're here to share information and knowledge, and we're hoping that you will do your due diligence in your discovery and investigation, if you will, of this company, as well as its services and other types of companies like it. And whenever you're getting involved in any type of investment in the financial market, whether it's trading cryptocurrency or Forex or whatnot, you never want to you never want to risk more than you are willing to lose, all right? Because all of this whole arena has substantial risk. And this, of course, is not suitable for anyone underage. So we're targeting all of those of you here on the call who are 18 years and older. All right, so with that said, I'm going to jump right in. No hoopla, no fanfare. I love that about this. I've been in several different businesses, and I just love this one because it's just brass tacks. All right, so here it is. Novatech is a live market trading platform. Your friend who invited you to come and hear about this is excited because this is extraordinary, probably something that you may not have been privy to if you haven't been exposed to the Forex trading market and also in digital currency. So let me tell you a little bit about this couple, Eddie and Cynthia Petillon. They are the owners of Novatech. They are US citizens. What I love about them is that they're very visible. You see them producing videos, and I've been on Zoom calls with them. They're taking questions and answers and so forth, but they're pooling 40 years of combined experiences, successes and failures, and have brought to us an opportunity that is typically designed for the wealthy, those who have lots and lots of money to invest. And their personal mission is to be able to find something they could provide for the public that is affordable for the common man. And so I'm a common person, and so I'm very grateful that I can be here to share with you about this cryptocurrency hedge fund that is legally registered here in the US. It was established in June of 2019 and has been producing results for its investors ever since. I expect you to lean in and ask questions, if not on this call, to the future. And do not feel like you're being negative or skeptical or uh, cynical or anything like that, because we've all done it. And so I want you to really take notes, jot down questions you might have. I'm here to do my best to share with you the big picture. All right. So Novatech is a subsidiary of NovaPay LLC. This Bitcoin machine you see off to the right is one of the operations that they have, where they're providing crypto and debit card transactions through their operation of ATMs. You see them in 7-Elevens nowadays. On every corner. So this is becoming commonplace, but here's what I want you to know about companies that run ATM businesses. You must, here in the US, have a FinCEN license, which is something that you don't just sign up for and get approved in a month or two. This is a 2-year process of vetting where the federal government just makes sure that you are authorized to be handling large sums of transactions in the financial world. This company, NovaPay, has this FinCEN license. Not that it has to do with what I'm going to share with you tonight, which is the PAM account that your friend told you about, but it speaks volumes about the credibility of this company. So that's why I spend a little bit of time telling you about it. So this here is one of the very foundational pieces of Novatech, the reason why you're probably here to hear about this hedge fund. And for most of us, this isn't something that we've been involved with, because in the past, or traditionally, hedge funds have been designed for investors with a minimum of $100,000 and up, multi-millions. And so let me explain to you a little bit about how a hedge fund works and how it relates to what we're doing and why we're being so profitable, even in a down market in recent months in the past. So a hedge fund is basically where investors come together as partners. They're pooling their money. They may use a fund house who appoints a fund manager to designate a specific strategy or multiple strategies in securities like stocks or bonds or gold. And they then have great success, hopefully, and they generate a profit, and they return a portion of those profits to their investors, and that cycle goes on and on. All right. So in a layman's terms, that's basically how a hedge fund works. Now, Novatech is very similar in that this PAM account, and I'll explain to you what a PAMM account is, and it is what we refer to as our hedge fund. Is Novatech serves as that fund house and that fund manager. We use Coin Payments, which is a third party, to basically pool investor monies. But the beautiful thing about this hedge fund is that you just need a minimum of $99. Not that we recommend coming in at that low level, but it's affordable for an everyday family to be able to squirrel away some money, pool their money into a larger fund so that collectively they have greater trading power in the market. All right, so that's what Novatech does. They serve as that fund house, and they employ, instead of securities, stocks, and bonds, and so on, they are trading in the foreign exchange and cryptocurrency market. All right, now you may know about Forex, or maybe you know a little bit about digital currency, but I want you to pay attention to the fact of trading, not necessarily investing. All right, we all know what investing is. You buy low, you sell high, you make money in the meantime, right? That's true when you are making money on the way up, like in stocks, all right, or real estate. But in trading Forex and crypto, we also make money on the down move. I'm going to show you an illustration of that. But this is an extraordinary earning opportunity for skilled traders. Novatech employs them to trade our investment money and are quite successful on the MetaTrader 5 platform that they are brokers of, employing technology to be able to produce extraordinary returns consistently for the last 3 years, then returning those profits back to people like me who are investors. We're making an average of 3% from the first week that we've joined this hedge fund. All right, so a little bit about the technical part of the trading strategy. Why are we able to make money when people's stocks and 401ks are dropping dramatically? Or when you hear about Bitcoin dropping and people are losing their value in their digital currency? We are making money because we are employing a combination of NTech technology, it's artificial intelligence, combined with skilled human intelligence, that's of our master traders. All right, now I personally have been studying trading for 3 years and I love it. I hope that I will be able to do it the rest of my life. But I'll tell you, I will never be as masterful as these guys that are able to turn results and who know how to use the technology that I don't have access to. In addition to that, my funds will never be as large as a pooled hedge fund where thousands of people's monies are all put together, enabling the trader to trade at a very high level. We call that institutional trading, trading with the banks, trading with the large corporations. And this end technology allows us to get in and out of trades in milliseconds, and thus making us profitable. All right, so again, I just wanted to highlight that the strategy that Novatech employs and why they're successful in a market that goes up and down in the rise and fall of currency is because of this artificial intelligence that they're using 24/7. All right, now that to me is another part of the secret sauce. When we're trading Forex is open 5 days a week. Cryptocurrency, which is what our fund is based on, runs 24/7. What does this mean to you? The traders that are trading your monies are exposed to a market around the clock in multiple time zones. All right, so we have the Asian market, the London market, the New York market. All right, all of these markets are happening all around the world, and our traders are able to tap those multiple time zones, thus making our opportunity to be profitable even greater. All right, so those are some of the nuances of Novatech's hedge fund that you need to know about tonight. It stands for Percentage Allocation Management Module, a fancy word that you will find if you Google it. That's what these are. These are called PAM accounts. It's not something unique to Novatech. It is what you'll find many of these companies providing. Now, here's our most recent returns. We're in the month of August already, but just last month, this is my returns, as well as the people that are on this call who have been invested with Novatech. July 1st, on Friday, we received a 4.03% return on our money. Now, I don't know about you. Have you checked what your rate of return is on your money in your bank account? Chances are it's probably something like 0.001 or 0.003 if you're lucky. All right, so good for you. That's the case, but many of us are elated when we can get an average of a 3% return. Now, let's go back further in the year 2022. Look at this return in January, a collective, if you add up 4 weeks in a row, 11.56% return, February 11.2, March 12.91, all the way to the blue one, May of 2022. This is when the market crashed, 7.90, even in the worst month this past year. Novatech has been able to produce a return for their investors. Check out the drill down numbers for the month of May. Zero in right here on May 13th. This was a Friday when we honestly did not expect Novatech to produce a return because the news was talking about Bitcoin tanking, people's 401ks tanking, companies dissolving that week. It was very scary. And yet we received a 0.65% return, followed by 1.38 the following week, and then it rallied thereafter in June. And I already showed you the July. But on this screen that you're looking at, 83.54% return for everybody who had been in this investment from January. All right, so it's been, they got the track record. And honestly, at the beginning when I started with $300, and I found out about this through my mentors. And I sold my orchard in April, and I had a chunk of money coming in a deposit. And I asked my mentors for advice about what they do with their money. And by the way, these people that talk to me about it are, uh, anybody in your life who you like just trust implicitly, not because of what they say, but or what their possessions are, but how they live, just because their integrity is high and they're consistent. Well, this couple is that for me. And they told me about Novatech, and that is when I started with my $300. That's what I could afford that week. And then I added to that fund over time. All right. So what we like to do is take that money that we invest, as I started with 300, and then redeposit the profit. All right, and we call that just turning it over or compounding that account. So let me kind of walk you through this chart. I know there's a lot of numbers on here, but take a look at the first column showing you various packages that you can enter at. $500, and remember I told you you could start at $99, you could, and then next week you could add a little bit more. The reason why we recommend $500 as a starting place is because we pay a $25 service fee to participate in this hedge fund. And to get that 3% return, this ROI that we get every Friday collectively helps to pay for that $25 fee. We do not leave a credit card or a debit card down where they are going to ding that to take the $25 service fee. No, they take that fee out of your ROI. I love that part of it. I've been a part of a lot of companies where I get involved in auto ship, and then before you know it, I'm upset because I'm getting this automatic payment that I don't want to be paying anymore. Well, that's not the case with Novatech. All right, so back to my chart, everybody. The $500, if you got 3% return, as you can see here, that would be $15, right? Here it is, 3%. So on Friday, you would get $15. And let's just say that you wanted to just cash out. You wanted the $15 back. You could cash out of your bonus account and get that money in 24 to 48 hours. I've got it in 4 hours even. But if you did that every week after week and just cashed out on that 3% return, it would take you 55 weeks to get your $500 back to break even. All right, and you'd end that year with $480. All right, not that impressive return, but check this out. Moving to the green section here, if you took that $15 and redeposited that every Friday, it would take 34 weeks. All right, which is what, about 7 months. 8 months is that to break even and pay for your fees, and you would end the year with a $2,000 profit. Okay, so you're turning $500 into $2,000 and paying your fee to participate. That's pretty impressive when you compare that to what your bank is getting you every month or annually as they pay you for leaving your monies with them. Let's move down the chart and look at 5,000. If you started with 5,000 and made $150 on Friday and you cashed out, it would take you 35 weeks before you got your $5,000 back. But you would be collecting every Friday, and that is up to you as an investor. You get to choose what you're going to be doing with that money. At the end of that year, you would be netting $7,500. Okay, but here's what's so, again, impressive: the power of compounding. If you turned over your profits, notice here, $22,954 at the end of that first year, having turned that $5,000 and growing that over time. Okay, so anyway, this chart just shows you how the option you have to cash out on a Friday and or to redeposit. Okay, so you might be asking yourself, well, how do I get in? How does this work? And it's simply like this. On this left side of the graphic is showing you how we purchase crypto on an exchange of our choice. And we then deposit that crypto into Novatech. Now, this again, let me repeat. This Novatech hedge fund is a cryptocurrency hedge fund. So we go in with crypto. You have a choice of multitude ones of Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, USDT, the ERC20, and you choose the amount you want to start with, and then you're going to use coin payments, which is a third party, to get that crypto into Novatech. Now, over to the right side, once your crypto arrives in Novatech and entered into the trading account, your investment goes into what we call stable coin. This means that it holds the dollar to dollar value. So if you went in with $1,000, it's going to stay at $1,000. Even if you use Bitcoin, all right, to transfer the money in. We all know that Bitcoin is volatile. It'll go up and down every minute. And so you can rest assured that even if you use Bitcoin to transfer into Novatech, once it's in the fund, it will stay put at the value that you entered at, all right, which is really good news. When you check your e-wallet, by the way, it also is going to reflect it in your fiat currency. And here in the US, we call fiat is our USD, our US dollar. Now, it works the same way when you want to get your money out. I have tested this multiple times, taking money out of my bonus account and also my trading account, because I wanted to see what the process was and how long it would take and how cumbersome it might be. And let me tell you, time and time again, it is a seamless process. You go to your Novatech e-wallet, you see how much you have in there, and you decide what you're going to remove or to withdraw, so to speak. You're going to confirm the amount you want, and you're going to decide what coin you want to bring that money back to you in. So Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, I believe it is. You have a choice, and then you're going to choose which exchange you want them to send it to. All right. And if you don't know anything about exchanges or buying Bitcoin or selling or sending, don't you worry, because many of us knew nothing, and we have learned, and we will walk you through the process step by step. All right. So the transfer of the money back to you is going to go into your e-wallet. You're going to give your wallet address. And then when it lands in your exchange, you have a choice of what to do with your profit. You can keep it in Bitcoin or whatever your coin is. You could transfer it into US dollars and deposit it right back into your bank account. That would be considered a taxable event, because you're taking your gains and putting that back into fiat currency. Or some of us put it into credit cards, crypto credit cards that hold our crypto in a MasterCard or Visa, so that we can then go out and utilize this card for transactions when we're purchasing groceries or anywhere that accepts MasterCard or Visa. All right, so that's basically how we get our money out. If you take your money out again in your bonus account, 24 to 48 hours, if you're taking it out of the trading balance, that is the fund that you went in with, it can take 7 to 14 days for that withdrawal. Even a lot less than what many people experience pulling money out of their 401k. Sometimes you have to wait 30 days to get your money out. But anyway, details. If you're the type of person that would like to investigate the registrations, the licenses that this company has, we have all of the various numbers that you may want to research. Please reach out, let us know. I'll send you a link where you can find all of the details behind the company's structure. All right. They are a family-run private business, right, run by the Petillons, as you saw. And one of the things that they like for you to do is to plan your future using one of the tools. It has nothing to do with Novatech, but a tool that you can use at the close of this session tonight. All right. And it's called www.the calculatorsite.com. Please take a note of this, and I want you to go in there and choose the Forex compounding calculator. When you get in here, I'm going to show you what I'd like you to fill in. First of all, the $500 that I placed in the starting balance, this is hypothetical, is in US dollars. We're going to put 3% return weekly, change this to weekly. Then 5 years, let's just say you're going to leave your money in for 5 years and never redeposit anymore. You're not going to add to your fund. You're only going to do $500. And every week you're going to take your profit and you're going to put it back into the account. Do you see off to the right? It will compound to $1 million in 5 years. All right. Now, yes, in the beginning of your balance, you would be getting paid or having to pay a $25 monthly fee. And so you would need to take that $25 calculation out of this number. But again, I think you would easily be able to pay that. Here, after year number 2, your return on a monthly basis is $8,489.93 and so forth. But you see how your balance compounds and grows dramatically as it nears its 5th year. All right, so let's take a look at what it would look like if you could increase this percentage just by 1%, from 3 to 4%. I'm going to explain how you could do that. With that same exact $500, doing the same process, turning your profits over every month, not taking any money out, again, leaving it in for 5 years. Do you see how distinctly different it is? The output is $13.4 million, just again by compounding your money. All right, so take a look again back here at 5 years. You've got at 3%, $1 million, and then compounding that here for 5 years, but just with an extra percent. The reason why I'm showing you this is because to get an additional 1%, our company gives us bonuses for sharing this with others. They do zero advertising. They don't have ads at the Super Bowl. They don't do magazine ads or commercials. What they're doing instead is taking the monies that they would traditionally use for the regular type of advertising and turning that back to the people who are sharing this blessing with others. And so we receive a bonus when we have the opportunity to share this with others. Now, that is completely optional. And I got to tell you, honestly, my intent at the beginning was just to get my closest friends to come in and talk me through it and collaborate. Hey, what do you guys think? And so on. But ever since that first Zoom call I had, it's basically gone viral. People cannot not say anything when they're making money on Friday and every Friday thereafter, and every single person that I have met. And so right now, it's okay if you have no interest in sharing this with anyone. That's perfectly fine. I think majority of us say that at the beginning. And you just let your account grow and see what it's like. But I'm sharing my personal experience. We have zero attrition. That means that we have 100% retention. I've never been a part of a business where we have everybody sticking around. And the only reason why they are is because they're getting the results that they are looking for. Now, can I guarantee that you're going to get a return on Friday? Absolutely not. There are no guarantees, and past profits don't guarantee a future success. But based on, again, performance, based on the facts of trading in the cryptocurrency market 24/7 around the clock using AI or artificial intelligence, we certainly have an edge. All right, so that in a nutshell, guys, is what this is all about. There are many, majority of you all from Hawaii on the call. We are specifically targeting our island home because we want to help families be able to maybe drop one extra job that we're having to be employed at to make ends meet. And I'm going to open up the lines for anyone who would like to share their personal experience, whether you've been funded for 1 week or you've been funded for 6 months. I'd love for you to come off mute and say a few words about this because Hawaii people, by the way, are part of one of the 5 states that are not actively doing business with Novatech. Hawaii, Montana, Alaska, South Carolina, and Texas are 5 states where their cryptocurrency rules are so stringent, it makes it very difficult for cryptocurrency companies to operate. So Novatech doesn't do business in Hawaii. And so what we're doing for our island folks is helping them to get LLCs. And so everyone who's funded on this call, who may come off mute, I'm hoping that Renee will say a few words, went through the process of getting an LLC, and or if they have multiple residences in the mainland, then they're using their addresses here in the mainland. But Renee, would you say a few words about your experience? Because you're at that point of where your account doubled, aren't you?
Yeah, definitely. I to date I invested about 7,000 and I'm right around 22,000 now. So the calculator that Remy shared with you, I took it a little bit of a different I did a little bit of a different method. I want to retire in April, and with the 401 being in the toilet now, I had to come up with a plan to make it happen in April. So I was down about 100,000 in my retirement, and I didn't think I could retire in April. There's just no way. So what I did was, how am I going to make up the difference to reach that goal? So I took the calculator and tried to figure out how I reach 100,000 in 12 months, because this was back in April when I was last April when I set out to make this goal. So basically right now I am on target to hit that 100,000 in 12 months. And looks like I should be okay to walk away from my job.
Congratulations, Renee. I love your story. I really love your story. Another story that I absolutely love, if my partner was here today, his name's Johnny. Oh, he's also from Aiea in Hawaii. And Johnny started with a $500 account, and his account is well over 40,000. Now, there are many reasons why his account grew at faster than 3%, just like Renee's account grew bigger, faster than 3% each week. It's just because she has had bonuses along the way because she has shared this with her family and friends. Again, purely optional, but I think it kind of just goes like a snowball after a while because the word gets out and it's like, how come you didn't tell me about this when you got in, you know? And so right now, for some of us, you want to just start really small and be quiet about it, and then eventually just see how it works for you, and then, but that's not Johnny O's style. He took his $500 account and compounded that thing and has never added anything. He's taken out his seed money and has multiplied that over and over again. So we really want to encourage you to use this compound calculator. I'm giving you an example real quick before we wrap up. 1,000 at 3% weekly for 3 years. You're going to push calculate, and here it will spit out the results for you. $100,000 in 3 years. Everybody scroll down, and you're going to be able to see here on the monthly basis what your return would be like from month to month. So do you see in month number 7, 6, and 7, your $1,000 would double? That's where Renee is at. That's where my account is. That's where everybody pretty much who started 6 months ago, in fact, Saturday, we're celebrating our 6-month anniversary because all of our accounts are doubling. And again, if you paid the $25 fee, even with paying the fee each month, maybe in month number 7, you've netted that doubling. All right. Now, if you're risk adverse, you could take that $1,000 out, cash it in, and now you got your seed money back, and then just keep the rest of it rolling and let the market ride. Now this is all market money, right? So you're zero risk, and you can allow this thing to turn over and over, as you can see. I'm going to just jump ahead down here to say month number 30, $5,608 in a month, and your account would be up to 46,000 here. Again, this is only at 3% for 3 years. Could you see yourself possibly pulling out $2,500 of this $5,600 here, and maybe paying off a debt, or going on vacation, or making a payment on something that you're saving up for? That's what many families are doing. They are using this calculator to say, okay, in 36 months, this is where I want to be. I want to be bringing in $12,000 a month from my investment, and I'm going to take half of that and live off of it, right? And or some husbands and wives have a husband's account, and they're not touching it at all, so they're leaving the 100,000, and then the wife's account, they're taking a portion of their proceeds each week to help with their financial situation. All right, so anyway, I hope that leaves you with some inspiration on how to use that tool. I want to encourage you to sit down with someone that you love and do some numbers. We're happy to walk that through with you and see where you need to be, where you want to start with. And again, you enter at an amount that you are comfortable with and comfortable losing. All right, we don't want anyone to lose sleep over this. Think of money that, we walk out of Costco and we have a cart full of $600 of food, and oftentimes not the best choices. We could certainly save that money and put it into an investment like this. All right, so you decide what that amount's going to be, and go from there. What questions do we have before we wrap up? Okay. Well, I'm sure things.
I had a question.
Oh, please go ahead.
Hi, this is Kalel. I just had a question on how to start the LLC process.
Okay, very good question. Thank you, because you're asking that for everybody on this call and those listening in. You can get your LLC in any other state here in the U.S. However, there are a couple of them that we recommend because we have personal experience with them. One is in Wyoming, the other one is in Nevada. We have found agencies that you can use. The one in Nevada actually provides a 24-hour turnaround time, which is amazing, and the consulting services that go along with it. We can provide you the rundown on how they work and how much it costs to do it. Alternatively, in Wyoming, so far, majority of our folks have been going to Wyoming because the cost is substantially less. The annual fees are also less to maintain. So we're using wyomingagents.com. My friend Rebecca on the call here found another agency that actually does a payment plan on the LLC, which is awesome. And Wyoming is really supposed to become like the crypto capital of the world, of the US at least. And so I think it's drawing a lot of crypto-based companies setting up LLCs in Wyoming. So Kalea, let's make sure that we get you the links to that, wyomingagents.com and also blueprintconsulting.com. That is the one in Nevada. And by the way, Kalea, the one in Wyoming can take up to 10 business days. I've heard it as little as 4 days, but again, on average, they'll say for 10 business days.
Reimi, maybe you can explain about the proton mail and all that.
Yes, thank you. One of the very first steps that while you're doing all your research, okay, because I encourage everybody to do your due diligence. So to prepare, or while you're preparing, go to protonmail.com. It is a free email service. We do recommend high security, have layers of security, and many of us use Gmail or Hotmail or Yahoo. Those are some of the most common email systems that can easily be hacked. And when you're using your banking information on your Gmail, it's not the safest place to keep your information, especially if you're not using a 2FA, a two-factor authenticator. So I recommend Proton Mail for a free email. establish that first, and then we can use that email for your LLC. We can use it to sign up for Novatech. We will also use it to sign up for your exchange. And that is, by the way, the next step for our Hawaii team is while your LLC is being processed, we want to encourage you to begin getting your exchange selected and then verified. They are ones like Kraken, Exodus, FTX, Trust Wallet. These are companies that do business in Hawaii, and you can go and provide your driver's license and get verified to buy cryptocurrency and to send crypto out quickly. And we're going to teach you how to practice and get that going, so that by the time you have your LLC, you're enrolled in Novatech, and we're going to fund your account, it's seamless because we've got all of the steps taken care of in advance. So Mark, that was a long answer to a short question, but I think it's worthy of knowing for those who are listening for the first time that there is a process. We're not going to rush you through it. We're going to walk you through it. And again, especially for our Hawaii team, don't hesitate, guys, to ask, okay? Because if you're trying to figure it out on your own, it can be very frustrating, and we could save you a lot of time. Okay, all right, well, we have a Telegram channel that we'd love for you to be a part of. Make sure that you come back and find out how to become a part of our channel so that you can be a lurker, even if you're not a member yet, and read articles and to see what people are saying and ask questions and so on. We expect you to lean in and let us know what's on your mind. But for now, we want to just thank you for your time and your questions, and we look forward to serving you and getting you started with Novatech. All right, I want to stop